During a rally at the end of this past week, Marjorie Taylor Greene told an enthusiastic crowd that Paul Pelosi was somehow responsible for his own attack, that it is his fault that he got attacked, hit in the head with a hammer, and had to undergo emergency surgery for the skull fracture that he suffered as a result of the attack. Here is what Marjorie Taylor Greene said. Paul Pelosi was brutally attacked by a drugged-out illegal alien that should have been deported, and Paul Pelosi should have been a gun owner and shot his attacker. There's no evidence, at least that I've seen, that suggests that this individual was on drugs. So let's put that conspiracy theory to bed until we get some Tox reports, okay? The second is, of course, the Republican answer to everything. Just shoot it. Shoot first, ask questions never. That is the policy of the Republican Party. Every problem that you have in life, according to Republicans, can either be solved by shooting it or cutting its taxes. That's the only thing Republicans know how to do. We'll either cut your taxes or shoot you. Yeah, your choice, right? But that is such an oversimplification of the overall problem that it almost doesn't even warrant talking about it. But by God, I'm going to talk about it because it pisses me off. We have gone, in the span of 9 days now, from this was a secret liberal attacking Pelosi's husband. Oh, Fox News tells us asking where's Nancy is nothing more than a FedEx man asking where's Nancy for a signature on a package. That's what Brian Kilmeade said this past week. They had claimed that this was some kind of male prostitute and that Paul Pelosi was his secret lover, and they got into a spat. And that's what caused the attack. We have gone through all sorts of different conspiracy theories, and now Marjorie Taylor Greene has finally landed on, all right, fine. But Paul Pelosi should have had a gun so he could shoot this person. It's still his fault, even though all the conspiracy theories have been debunked. And another thing, we don't know if Paul Pelosi did in fact own a gun. She's like, he's not a gun owner. You don't know that. You literally do not know whether or not Paul Pelosi, the 82-year-old man, had a gun. Not to mention the fact that this man snuck into his bedroom and got him there. By the time Paul Pelosi would have fumbled around to find a gun, even if he had one of those hillbilly things where it's mounted on the side of his bed, the man would have already cracked him in the head with a hammer. So gun or not, Paul Pelosi was already caught off guard, which puts him in a position to where it's almost impossible to launch a counterattack against the individual. But Marjorie Taylor Greene, of course, doesn't want to get into those kind of specifics, doesn't want to get into the logistics of it. She just thinks, as do apparently all the Republicans in that crowd that heard her speak, if you got a gun, nothing bad happens to you, ever. Which statistics tell us is actually the exact opposite of what happens. If you have a gun, you're more likely to be the victim of gun violence. But this is where we're at. They're now blaming Paul Pelosi. After spreading conspiracy theories for a little over a week, they've now just settled on, screw it, it's his fault. If he would have just shot his way out of there, none of this would have ever happened. Because again, Republicans know how to do two things. Cut your taxes or kill stuff with guns. That's your modern day Republican Party, folks. Not exactly something that leaves you feeling warm and fuzzy inside, is it? Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.